Hey, we're back. All right. So, from our last episode, we have in our group, Rye is being played by Spencer.
Hello, everybody.
And 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍𝘼𝙑 is being played by Josh.
Hello.
And last but not least, we have 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝘑𝙀𝙀𝙍, who is being played by Gordo. Alrighty. So in our last episode, we were traveling across the field with a large playground kind of area where there is all kinds of things going on. It's in the middle of this large city, and it's populated apparently by people who are inside what it may be robotic bodies. And as we found out in our last episode, just regular people are all tuned in with their headsets and everything, and they are all lying down in their beds and partaking in all these different fields that our characters have found out about. And also in the last episode, what happened was the big boy was called in the middle of a scuffle with some security guards. And apparently now we have possession of one of the big boys, which you see on the screen. I'll go ahead and share it for the rest of you guys, just in case you have forgotten. And there you are. You guys all set up in the everything's all good in Fantasy Grounds?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Need to rock and roll.
Alright. So, the large behemoth is going... And across, you did see, as the light is from the sun is kind of shining over from back behind you, you see the towers up ahead. You start seeing that the light is coming down towards the tops. And you can see that there is the ship, your ship, the Nebuchadnezzar, on one end. And you had seen what appears to be that pirate ship coming down onto the other, landing. The field is a flurry of these, looks like little guys running around all over the place, because you guys are way up, high up on top right now, looking down upon everybody. And you see them shooting around, and you see a couple of them are like fighting each other, and then a few others look and they start firing up over towards the big boy, trying to take pot shots at you guys. And that's the current situation. Steering straight towards the I assume you guys were steering straight towards the landing port up ahead with the large buildings.
Yes, that's
Need to
where
save
I'm
the
trying to
captain.
take it.
Okay. So, yeah, it's continuing on. And then you start feeling a secondary vibrations as you're going along. And off in the distance, you see other of these large brain bot constructs coming down, kind of converging towards your direction. You can see that there's like a kind of like the laser beam cutting across the X and the Y axis towards your location.
We got company, boys. Get our defenses ready.
I look through the sensors of the big boy and try to determine how many more of these things are coming.
Yeah, you're getting up on your little gizmo that you've received from the secret ops psyop agent that you had procured this from, and you notice that it's taking over some of the sensors of the big boy, so you can actually look through this item and able to check around in the area by just moving around the the little little nodules on the pad, and you can see that the eye goes over and takes a look over towards the one edge. Yeah, you can see that one's firing a weapon, and you can see this flash, and it kind of starts obscuring the screen as it starts coming closer.
Okay, so I want to do two things. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to rig this thing to self-destruct, and if we have to get out quickly, try to use it to take out the other big boys.
Okay.
And the second thing, I'm going to try to get a sense for how much longer until the pirate ship is within range of our weapons.
Okay. So you start getting moving over back towards the landing pad, and you start cross-referencing, seeing the range starts correlating. In the meantime, you feel the shudder of the large behemoth that you're on, and you see gray matter go splooshing off to the one side, opposite of where the shot came through. You can see that your little sensor pad is going as this is happening. But it maintains, focus again and clarity. And you can see, hey, you are in range of your major weapon.
Okay. I will
We
take
need
a
to
shot
take out our-
I will take a shot at the pirate ship.
Pirate ship. Go ahead and roll me. Let's go with a. There we go. Roll a 2D. Yeah, 2 dice and see where we're at. Okay. And you see the lines line up, takes aim. Boom, this large beam starts coming out. The rest of you guys are once again getting blinded by this large blast. And the beam arcs off into the distance, and you see it hits the building, hits part of the ship, and you see the ship gets shuddered around and kind of does a partial spin. And you see like little explosions happening off on the side of the ship. And then suddenly you see a couple of the guys running out, bailing, all on fire. Probably screaming. You can't hear it from here, but you can imagine. In the meantime, you see down below you, there are guys taking pot shots at you from below. Oh. And let's see. Get a location here. And Adamus disappears.
He doesn't want to be shot at.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, of course. So,
sorry.
Yeah, what happens is you suddenly see a shot comes winging by your right out of your hands. This is like a boxcar shot. Pow! Your device goes flying out of your hands, Artemis.
Okay.
Spencer, you've seen where that came from. And so do you, Cobb.
Okay.
That's coming from the ground, guys. Do we have any defenses that shoot downward? Other than our own weapons.
Right now, you just
I'm-
have your own weapons. Adamus is, yeah, your unit got shot right out of your hands, basically. And it's gone clink, clang, pang, pang, down below.
I look to see if our big boy has stopped moving or if it's still lumbering toward the space.
It's still lumbering. It's still going forwards.
Yeah, I'm going to scramble and try and get that tablet.
Can I see if I can get a shot at the guy who shot at us?
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll there for Cobb. And oh yeah, roll damage, please. You see this guy's head just explode down below you there. You see a bunch of electronics and sparking and stuff. These guys are definitely automated bodies down below.
Payback's the ultimate B word.
And yeah, down below, Spencer and Adamus both see that the device had dropped far down below, and it's kind of just with every pulse of the leg drop and the vibration, the pad is being kind of moved along on this kind of little galleyway, and edging closer and closer to the edge of it, and it's gonna fall down right. We're talking like a good 30 feet down.
Can I try to get to it, or? I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to get to it.
Okay, give yourself a roll a dex check for yourself. Okay, you start scrambling down towards it. You're just like, swinging around and trying to get to it, and doing that sort of thing. And you see it starts moving over closer and closer to the edge.
I'm going to go ahead and grab one of the cables and try to rappel down. Just kind of slide down,
Go for it. Dex check. You are trying to scramble yourself down once again as well with the rappelling. You go woo, and kind of misjudge yourself. You kind of go clanging up against the behemoth's leg. Meantime, there's one other guy he's shooting, but he looks up and he pulls his helmet off, and Spencer, you see yourself down there, and this one has his mouth is like, and he's looking at you like, what?
I look down at him. It's like, that's right. I'm coming for you. There can
And
only be one of me.
and he's like looking at you going, like gesturing towards you, and he goes ahead and starts getting his weapon ready.
I'm already on my way down to grab him.
You're gonna go down and confront him, like face to face kind of thing.
Drop down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down and stand right in front of him.
Yeah, you make your way
before he
down.
has a chance.
Go ahead and give yourself a dex check, please.
All right, dex check. This is gonna be fun. Let me see here. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, you're heading down there, no problem. You basically swing like Errol Flynn all the way down, and as you hit the ground, he's taking a shot at you guys. And yeah, you see him like he's got his weapon. It's jammed basically, but he's clearing the chamber on his weapon. And in
able
the
to make it to him.
yeah, and yeah, you head down there. I'll roll for the device. And the device is getting vibrated back off once again. Adamus, you end up basically right next to where Cobb is, and basically try to grab for this device, and it's almost within your reach. Go ahead and give one more dex check, please.
Okay, I kick off of Cobb and try to use that force to reach out and grab a device.
All right.
Brace yourself, Cobb.
Sorry, Cobb.
You're helping us greatly.
7. And you end up just touching it, and the thing goes flip, but it goes ahead and flips. It hits the railing and tips itself backwards, goes back onto the gurney, and starts trundling away again. In the meantime, Cobb, you will have to make a strength check, please. Cobb, you end up like getting pushed back, and suddenly you're like, ah! And roll some damage. Oh, it's you hit the ground, and your armor basically absorbs all the impact on you. It just bam. You kind of feel the wind knock out of you, but you're on the ground, and you see this guy next to you, and he's like trying to clear the chamber, but he looks exactly like Rye. So, and he's like, ah, and he goes ahead and starts kicking at you.
I'm going to try to grab his foot and see if I can knock him onto the ground or while I'm lying there.
Alrighty. 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙀𝙍. Go ahead and roll for your for a melee. Do you have melee? Let's see. Yep. Yeah, you have unarmed attack if you want to use that. And yeah, no problem. You grab him. You find that he doesn't feel like a normal human. He feels pretty tough. Like you can kind of feel the tendons and kind of like this guy's an android. Like he's a beefed up kind of rig. But you do end up bringing him down to his knee.
Okay. I'll just pull out my gun and hold it up to him and tell him to drop his weapon.
I should be down there by now.
Oh yeah, you're down there.
Yeah, I should have been like beside him with my 2 pistols out.
And what are you gonna do, Spencer, for your character?
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna tuck my pistols away, pull out my cutlass, and I'm gonna cut his head off.
Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
For your 2 hit with the cutlass.
2 hit with the cutlass. Okay. Just 1 second here. Oh.
That is close. Yeah, you swing. He went down on one knee, so you just missed him. but you will be able to get your second attack on him. Go for it.
Basically, what I'm going to do is I missed, and then I just do a spin and try and hit him again with it.
And that one connects. It does say it missed, but that should have actually connected. Roll your damage, please. And yeah, you go ahead and sink your blade into his back. And it kind of just shreds away some of the armor and stuff that's on him. And he's like, he goes, hold on. Don't kill me. I'm your greatest fan.
Who are you? And what are you doing with my face?
I'm 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍. Are you for real? Are you a human?
I'm human. What are you?
I'm just a guy. I'm just good at shooting. I'm just playing a game. Don't kill my avatar. It cost me a lot of money.
I look at Cobb. It's like something's not right here, my friend.
In the meantime, the lumbering behemoth is continuing on, with 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙀𝙍 still grabbing for the device. You end up finally securing it because the device ended up flipping up into an area where you got a little bit more time to go ahead and grab it. You end up picking it up, and now you have it in your hands.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of did a leapfrog thing and grabbed it, tucked and rolled, and kind of tucked it under my arm like that, and get up on my knees and hit the button to bring the behemoth around so it heads back toward my friends.
Okay, it hasn't proceeded too far ahead. It's just kind of like lumbered a couple of steps.
Adamus, keep it going forward towards space station. I'll run with him. I'll run with Cobb and we'll meet up.
I'm not sure Adamus could hear him down on the ground, but I'm going to try to bring the thing around to protect them on the ground. So I'm turning it around, trying to make a hard turn, and then the other big boys that are on the way toward
Don't we have
us,
some
trying
sort of
to
radio communication?
keep them off.
You guys have communications, so you guys are able to communicate to each other. And so if you continue circling around, is that correct? Just to give them protection?
I'm trying to protect them. I'm going to try to turn around and engage the other big boys.
And as you're doing that, you notice that 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙀𝙍 suddenly starts going, and then shuts down right in front of you and just falls right over. And in fact, looking around, you see that other players out in the field also suddenly stop and collapse down onto the ground as well.
We need to do a scan of this area. Is it some sort of online gameplay that avatars are being shut down? What is going on here? What have we walked into?
I'm looking to see if the other big boys are still in motion. Are they still coming toward us?
Yep, they are coming towards you.
Everything is automated.
I shout on the comm link then. Get back up on here. Let's get back to the spaceport.
Can we?
And Cobb's right beside me, isn't he?
Yeah, Cobbs.
Can we grab the weapon that 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙀𝙍 might have had?
Yep. Yeah, it looks like an automated rifle of some form.
Yeah, I'm picking that up and I'm keeping it on my arsenal.
Alrighty.
I'm just for the fun
I'm
of
gonna
it.
check the body as well. See if there's anything useful.
Yeah, and then once he's done, I'm gonna shoot it in the head.
That's for messing with us, man.
Kapow! Yeah, electronics will spraying, and yeah, you see the eyeball pop out and stuff like that.
All right, I'm just searching the body and seeing what I can
There,
conjure up.
yeah, you find like a combat knife on it, and you know, it's got kind of it's just kind of weird because you're pulling it apart, and it's like, you know, it just seems to be like a costume. It's not like functional, this whole thing. So, and
What does the weapon look like? Is that a costume as well?
no, the weapon is a real weapon.
Okay. Well, I have the weapon on me then.
Okay.
Okay, I'll grab the might as well grab the knife
Okay.
as well.
Anything else that we see on this body?
No. Nothing of use.
Okay. I grab the weapon and then I start running back after we scoured the body.
Can you what the body?
After we scoured the body, we're running back to the big brain.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, you had.
I'll try to make the big boy thing kneel again to make it easier for them to get back on board.
Yeah, and from this view, you, Rye and Cobb both see the big boy has a big scoop taken out of the gray matter up top on the head.
Did we get shot along the way?
Yeah.
He did. And you see another shot come right by as well, just missing. Just as 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍𝙍 is lowering it to go ahead and get you guys on again.
So basically just over the head type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Climb up on board once again.
I look where the shot was coming from.
You see two big boys, one in front of the other. One's kind of like about maybe 400 or 500 yards away, and the other one is probably about 600-700 yards.
I'm
So
gonna try and maneuver the big boy so I can get a shot, basically shoot through one's brain into the other one's brain, and see if we can take out two with one shot.
see if you got anything there that will help in that kind of a endeavor. Yeah, you just go ahead and maneuver. And roll 2D and see where we're at. You end up maneuvering where you think you can get them, but you see that they're kind of they're also doing some evasive maneuvers themselves. But you can take a shot if you wish.
Yeah, I'll shoot the closest one.
Okay, 2d6. That goes right through the eye on that one. And you see the head just go... The brain just explodes into a myriad of pieces.
Bullseye. Excellent job, 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍. Let's try and get the other one.
I blew his brain.
You blew out his brain.
Now let's see who's smarter, right? And yeah, anyways, that is collapsing before your very eyes. The other one takes aim and shoots. Oop. Let me get to
Brace for impact.
And this beam goes ahead and comes back towards you. And all of a sudden, you feel the whole thing shake from the impact. And suddenly, the screen goes just totally dead. And above you, you're just feeling a rain shower of just brains coming down over on top of you. This gray matter. You feel the thing kind of start collapsing and starts... tilting over to one side.
And I fly
Okay,
off the
awesome.
side and with the rope, and I try and go down as fast as possible.
Give me a dex check, please. Everybody, dex checks.
Now, Adamus is going to try to stay on board for just another moment to see if he can set up the self-destruct, try to take out the other one when it gets near.
Okay. Rye, you fly down like perfect once again. Like Errol Flynn. And Adamus, wow. Okay, so Adamus, you end up you end up hanging on, no problem. Just doing your thing, and you end up getting the thing just connecting in kind of like a subroutine mode, a BIOS kind of mode. So you're inside still, but it's registering all kinds of red lights and everything on the screen, saying this is down, this is down, this is down. A lot of parts of it are non-functional. Give me your electronics roll for this. Okay, you see that you are able to go ahead and get it set up for the self-destruction. That is the only thing that you are able to see any kind of pathing towards right now. So you're able to go ahead and set it up. You can let me know what you wish to do with that setup.
Yeah, basically I'm going to set a timer, try to gauge how long it will take the second big boy to reach us. Set a timer to give us time to get away and allow that thing to get close, and then bailing out and try to run away.
Okay. So you're kind of estimating that it should arrive here in you're counting the steps, all that kind of stuff. And you are giving a best guess. And you take a number. You say it's probably going to be here in 2 minutes.
All right, so 120-second timer, and as soon as that is counting down, I will yell to the others and try to rappel off the side of the thing myself to get to the ground.
Okay. It's basically already near the ground already. Kind of collapsed on itself. And you just go ahead and, finagle your way down to the rest of the group. And your unit is now like disconnected itself from the brain bot, but you did see that everything is counting down as you have predicted. In the meantime, you're here feeling the ground being struck again.
So my plan is to if the other bot is here, ours is here, we want to run so it has to come past our bot to get to us. That's the direction I want to tell the guys to run and start running myself, just to draw it in so it goes right past ours. If that makes sense.
You'd have to ask.
Basically, we want to run the opposite direction of where
Yeah,
the explosion
I get what you're doing. And then you do see the brain bot get closer and closer to the unit, and you guys kind of circle around, and then suddenly, and you're kind of keeping a little bit away, of course, because this is going to explode. The brain bot explodes, turns into a big thermal wave that comes across you. And you see the other brave bot get kind of blown to the side, and you see some damage sustained to it. Roll the damage here. And yeah, you basically see it kind of tumble to the side and kind of roll over. So it's kind of incapacitated. It's still moving its legs, but it's not getting anywhere. It's been basically bowled over from the explosion.
Like a cow.
Yeah.
Once it's tipped over, it can't move.
So now, basically, you're clear of the. You don't think that thing's going to pose any threat unless it moves itself over to go ahead and, take a shot at you. But it's going to probably take some work for it to do that. It's basically incapacitated and shifting itself over as much as it can. But it's kind of like doing this endless moving, walking battle on its side.
Good job, 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍𝙍. We need to continue our way to save our captain. And those buildings over there is where we need to go. What do you say?
Yeah, Animus will start running toward the spaceport.
Yeah, Cub will as well.
Everybody starts making their way. Chuck, 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 heading off towards the spaceport. You notice that there's every once in a while you'll see this collapsed body from here to there. Definitely players of a game or something here. And eventually you reach the conglomeration of buildings that you see, and you reach kind of like this large foyer courtyard, a little bit of an area where you can see the main doors to the building, all the glass surrounding the area. There's trees. It's kind of like a little park area. Kind of reminds you of a kind of like a corporate building, kind of a facade, just a little entry kind of way for people to have, cocktails and stuff while they're talking business. And the main doors are up ahead in front of you.
Everyone check their ammunitions. This could get edited. This could get bloody.
I'll look to see if the doors are open or closed.
They're closed. They're just closed doors. You can see through them. There's nobody past them. It looks rather kind of dark in there. So you're just basically seeing a set of like windows, like you would see in almost like a bank kind of, large glass panels, and a set of doors. Those are glass panels as well. A little bit darkened, but you don't see any movement or anything past them.
Okay, well, if I will run up to the doors, see if there's a way to pry them open, or if they're functional, try to open the doors so I can get in.
You approach the doors, and as soon as you get in front of them, they go slide open.
Motion sensor. Hi, techie tech.
Weapon drawn, I go inside.
Okay.
Right behind you.
You go in, and it's appears to be a large area, kind of almost cafeteria-like. You see elevator doors up ahead. And no guards, no nothing around here.
Yeah, I'll check the elevator doors, see if they're operational.
As soon as you approach the elevator doors, they also open wide. You see the elevator therein.
Okay, let's keep looking, guys. When I get in the elevator.
Inside the elevator, you notice that there is a panel. One saying hangars. The other one saying conference room. And then there's a series of different little numbers down below.
I'll climb aboard as well.
Okay.
Well, I think we need to go up. The spacecraft we're landing on the roof, it looked like, right? So let's go to the highest floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hit the hangars.
Cobb, are you with us?
Yep.
Okay, and I hit the hangars.
And
Right
you
above
feel
me.
the elevator, the doors close, and you feel yourself, rise to the occasion, stomach in the pit of your, just, yeah. And
before we reach the hangar level, I take cover kind of around the side of the door with my weapon trained out, just waiting to see if when the doors open, if we're going to get ambushed.
okay.
I'm on the opposite side as well.
Yeah, I'll kind of stay in the middle and just try to draw their fire if anyone is there.
All right.
And act as a decoy.
The doors open. You see a large kind of area, lots of chairs, kind of almost like a lobby area, and just past the lobby area, you see some lights and everything up on in the area. You see a couple of people like drinking stuff, and they're kind of like people with guns. And they kind of duck down, like looking a little scared. They just look like normal dressed people, in suits.
I slowly move my way out to see what's going on.
You move out, and what you see is there's now one way you can see that there is an open area that leads to the outside where the ship is on the tarmac out there. And you look the other side and you see that there's your ship on the other side on the tarmac. So you see the pirate ship, you see your ship.
As we go through there, I'm going to grab one of the suited patrons, point at Cobb, and go, have you seen anyone that looks like him?
And
anywhere around here.
No, don't shoot. No, we haven't seen anybody like him. No. And from the one side, you start to notice that there is some movement. You can see a couple of the pirates in the one area before the ship. And they're like grabbing, a couple of their friends out from the debris and such. And they all look kind of a little messed up, but they're some of them are dusting themselves off and trying to put out fires on them. You can see a couple of droids hanging around, throwing on some sort of foam repellent for the fire, trying to put it out.
Let's see if there's a computer terminal or something I can access, and see if maybe there's a crane or a fire suppression rig or something on the platform near their ship that I can use to further complicate their lives.
All right. Go to the terminal, see if you can access anything there. Go roll electronics. And yeah, you do notice that there is some sort of a contraption, a large device that comes around and moves around the large cartons and that sort of thing.
See if I can latch onto their ship and drag it off the side of the platform.
You maneuver the cabling over top and drop the thing. It goes ahead and grabs the ship and basically starts manhandling it. You've got it basically where you want it, and you start moving it. And you can hear a couple of guys screaming, "Oh, wait, we gotta get more out of here! You know, get the medics, get the medics!" And you hear they're all frantically crying out and everything. And you see one of the hovering vehicles comes around, and it seems to be one of those units that you've seen that came and to help that one guy in our last episode. That thing starts landing, and you can see these guys bailing out, and they're trying to grab, some of the people and pull them in, and make sure that they're okay, and it's a big frantic mess over there.
Okay.
Meantime, Cobb,
Might as
anybody
well-
else?
I might as well start heading towards their own ship to see what's going on there.
Okay, Cobb, you start heading towards the ship, and you notice that as you're getting closer and closer, you can see that there is a contingent of people just outside of the ship. One appears to be a fairly well-dressed man, and he's got a couple of what look to be security guards beside him.
Okay, I'll go up to him and.
And the security guards kind of notice you. They pull their weapons towards you.
I'll just kind of put on a swagger and pretend like I'm one of them.
Eh.
Hopefully in the armor they won't be too suspicious.
And the man in the suit kind of looks over at you. He goes, "So you are the ones who are causing all this trouble?"
No, wasn't us. It was the guys on the ship over there that were apparently chasing after it or something. I don't know. It was them and not us.
You're going to try to smooth things out here. Go ahead and roll your deception, please.
Yeah.
He kind of he looks at you, kind of winces. He goes, needless to say, you are causing a little bit of a little difference in the entertainment around here. He goes,
Not at all.
he goes, it's pretty evident that it was you guys since all the broadcasting's been going on.
Yeah, well, you wanted entertainment. We were giving you entertainment.
He goes, "What? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lord Overton of Overton Dynamics." He goes, and I take it this is your ship here?
Yeah. It's our ship. We just came to pick us up here. We were just here to have a little fun, see the sights.
Okay. Yeah, kind of like, yeah. I mean, if you guys had been wanting to come here and having a little fun, we could have had you with the rest of the tourists over there at the other end, he says. He says, unfortunately, there seems to be a little bit of a problem, but insurance will pay for all of that.
Yeah. It's, you know how it is. We just like to have fun.
Oh yeah, you are definitely dressed for the occasion. Very piratey too. But
that just yeah. Part of the job.
Anything that you are doing there, Rye?
I'm walking up and I ask him, "Where's our captain?"
He kind of looks at you, kind of confused. We haven't seen anybody come out of the ship. We were kind of wondering whether or not we should approach and enter.
That is a negative. I'm looking for a woman, 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙍.
He shrugs. He says, this ship came by and landed itself. We were expecting somebody to come out, but we've got no response.
Just all part of the entertainment, old boy. All part of the entertainment. Don't you worry. Just if you could get these people to kindly clear off, we'll get this all settled and be out of your hair.
He says,
Just
well,
envisioning as he's having this pleasant conversation in the background, the pirate ship is being dragged this way, and all the people are chasing after it, and it's being dragged back the other way, and they all go running back.
you're making it go back zigzag, eh? Okay.
Just absolute chaos and commotion in the background while he's having a conversation.
Yeah, you see the medics. The medics are having issues too. You see one of the medics' heads gets knocked off, and it's like, you know, doing this kind of a thing. Obviously, these a lot of these are automatons, and but you do notice that the people they're actually bleeding out. The ones in the pirates, the pirates themselves there. Some of them are getting maimed pretty badly, and you see a couple of them get kind of trundled into the area that you're at with the aid of a couple of the medical assistants. Since they can't get to their ship, it's kind of in the way of all the chaos that you're creating. And
I go over to one of them and I grab them. Where is our captain?
You see the medical bots kind of like do a double take and move away suddenly, and you see the guy looking at you like, what are you? I'm hurt.
I mean, where my captain is, and I'll let you live.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. What captain? My captain? My captain's over there. His body's lying down over there.
I let him go. And I look over and see where the captain's lying.
You see, you see the crane moving along the ship, and in front of that, you see some guy. He's kind of crawling his way, you know. Obviously, the person that he was being pointed towards.
I kneel down and I ask him the same question.
He's like, he looks at you. He's like, "Who are you?" He's like pulling off the stuff. He's like taking off his hat and everything, and he's taking off the clothes that he's wearing. I don't know what you're talking about. What we're just here. We're just playing, man. What do you, don't shoot. The one of the security guards comes over and he's like, those guys are paying customers. He kind of blurts out, why are you taking stuff out on them? Your ship is over here.
That's addressed to me.
He's addressing to Rye.
Right.
As our captain's missing, I'm looking for my captain.
If your captain arrived on the ship is over there, and nobody's come out of the ship. These guys here, he goes ahead and helps the one guy up. These guys paid a lot of money to be on that ride over there. You know, plops him down.
Animus, can you open our ship?
So if I heard all of that, I thought these were actual pirates. So I will stop creating chaos,
Okay.
and I will see if I can remote access the ship and open up the hatch.
Okay. And yeah, you stop the crane. It lets go and basically, lets the ship down. In the meantime, yeah, you go ahead and try to access the ship. Some sort of security code has been set on it, but you break through it with relative ease, and you do gain access to open the ship.
Open the main hatch.
I run in, see if anyone's there.
You run in. Basically, you walk into an airlock. In front of you is the valve to get into the inside of the ship.
Yeah, open the airlock.
It opens up, and in front of you, you see the common room, obviously, where you guys, have your lounge, basically. And inside, it's still, relatively lit. You don't see any signs of anybody around. You just see the door in front of you to one of the staterooms, the hall going towards the cargo bay, and the iris valve in towards where the bridge is. Cobb,
Yeah.
Adamus.
Yeah, I'll board the ship behind him.
Okay. You follow in behind, and basically it's you don't see anybody on board the ship right, apparent right now. There is the door to the stateroom, which was where you guys were all getting medically treated by remember everybody's name here. Zal.
I'll check the stateroom and see if Zell's still there.
I'm gonna open the iris valve and see if anyone's in the cockpit.
All right, you open up the room to where Zell normally has set up her basically a medical bay. Open that up, and you do not see anybody in there. Empty. And towards the bridge, that opens up, and you see Tara tied to the chair, and you see Valis next to her. And Valis turns towards you, looks at you, and you suddenly see Valis's face change. It's good to meet you, Rai. Prepare to see me execute your captain.
As soon as he drew his weapon, I'm reaching for mine as quick as I could to aim at him.
Go ahead and do a dexterity check. Dexterity against dexterity here. I rolled. You see him basically blast away at at Tara, and it does not look good. She gets pitched over to the side. Spencer?
I fire both my weapons at him.
Go ahead and roll for the first shot. Second shot. Roll damage for both of them, please. And your next shot. Yeah, you basically put a couple of holes into him, and he goes flying back. And he's like, I didn't think you would have it in you. And he starts coughing up some blood. His face turns back to being Valis again. He's going, Don't shoot me, man. It's just me, man. This is all messed up. What are you doing, man? Don't kill me. It's me, Valis.
I don't listen. I take my final shot.
Roll damage.
Sorry, I rolled for attack.
You hit.
Wicked.
And you basically take out his head. There is a...
Captain.
You go to the captain. Yeah, there's blood everywhere. She's like... She's out.
Don't die on me. Stay with me.
You say that with such conviction.
I know.
Don't die on me. Don't die.
Don't die.
Don't die.
No.
And in the meantime, cop. Oh, we're not getting anything through. Did you mute your mic? I think Josh has mic problems. For Adamus.
See if we had the stasis tube thing that we had the real cob frozen in for a while. See if maybe I can activate that, and if we stick Terra in it, try to prevent her from dying, bleeding out.
Yeah. Okay, so you grab basically Terra, take her over to the stasis chamber, and throw her into cryo. Meanwhile, Josh is having issues.
You're gonna put clothes on tomorrow morning, right? Yeah. You want socks? You only need one.
Oh, it's saying that your headset's been disconnected, Josh. You might have to go ahead and pop in and back into. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. We got her.
Okay.
If the levels are, is she alive?
You just basically throw her into the chamber. You don't know if she's gonna survive or not.
There's
Yeah, we need to get her to a class
If
1
we
medical facility for some surgery immediately.
find the doctor in the meantime, Bright, do you have medical? See if you can help patch
Yeah,
her up.
I got first aid.
Yeah, and I'll look for Zell. See if I can find her.
I'm gonna roll for a medic check here.
Okay.
See if I can perform anything to hold on.
You think this is probably the best course of action right now?
Well, we need to find a doctor. I'm just trying to keep her alive.
Maybe I'll say one of you go see if you can find the doctor. I'm gonna go back outside and see if I can find the lord that I was talking to.
Oh, Overton.
Yeah, over.
Okay, you
and
go.
see if
Yeah,
he-
you go out to go see Overton. In the meantime,
And,
okay.
I'm running around the ship trying to find our doctor.
You eventually come upon one of the staterooms opens up. You can see the doctor is there with a knife, pointing it towards you, looking kind of frantic. And
Sal, it's
she's
me.
like, "No, you're not you. You're that guy. You're that thing."
No, I'm right. We need to save our captain. She's
Roll
been shot.
your persuade, please.
Oh boy. Wish me luck.
At least you have the skill.
Come on, good rolls. Damn it.
Okay. She's like, she kind of looks at you. She's like, oh. But then Adamus, you end up showing up on the spot as well. And she suddenly like holds back because she realizes there can't be two of you. So two of those things. And she looks at Adamus. She goes, is he telling the truth? Is he who he says he is?
He is. We've got the captain in cryo, and she's about to bleed out. We need you right now. Do your magic, Doc.
She, gets herself recomposed and says, right away. And she heads on off, grabs her bag, and heads back down. Where is she? And you guys end up back into the cryo chamber. She checks her out. And she says, I don't think there's anything I could do for her right now. She needs like a major facility pronto. I don't have
We're
anything
working on
here
that,
that can.
Doc.
She says this is probably the best course of action. Keep her in the cryo chamber for now, and once we get to Starport, they can fix her. We'll do that.
Okay. I run to the console in the cockpit and I try and find the nearest hospital
In the
that
meantime,
we're able to fly to.
outside Cobb, yeah, you end up talking to Overton. He's there with his security guards, and he's like,
so I kind of
yes.
so I explained to them kind of what was going on, and our captain's badly wounded, and if he knows of a nearby doctor or good medical facility that we can get to.
He snaps his fingers, and his security guard beside him goes ahead and radios in, and he says, "We'll have another unit here in a second." And very shortly, you see another one of those medical units come in, land close by where the where on the tarmac, same tarmac that you are on. with your ship. And you see that the medical assistants come out. And they come out with a gurney with all kinds of apparatus, placed on it, high tech. And they ask for directions of the person that is in distress.
I give them I lead them back in and show them where.
And eventually, yeah, they come in. They start checking over. They get your captain, put her onto the gurney, start stabilizing her with all this crazy equipment, and it just starts, working away at her, starts knitting her back in certain parts. You can see all these little needles and things working away. Start doing all kinds of weird stuff. You see all this activation of these nanobots start being popped open, and this mist comes out, and it starts knitting back pieces of her face and everything.
Hold on, Captain. I thank you guys for saving my captain's life.
And the medical, they're just bots, basically advanced automated units that you're talking to. It's pretty apparent they don't have actual eyes. They're kind of like just screens that are peering back at you. And they're like, no problem.
Saying that aloud.
Yeah, no problem. We are here for assistance. The Lord is like, no, it's a little bit of a strange situation out here. Are you guys planning on staying around here, or what's going on?
We don't know yet.
Says, well,
yes, talking to Cobb.
Yeah. He goes, if you wouldn't mind if you would oblige an old man and a couple of his security guards to aboard your ship, and we would happily pay for passage to a nearby system.
Look at the others, and what do you guys think?
He did help us save the captain. I agree.
Well, thank you.
Is this a diplomatic mission? You seem to be someone of some importance here on this planet. Just fancy a trip, or what is your plan?
He says, yeah, just get me off the planet, like, quick. He has a genuine kind of look of concern on his face.
As long as we have someone who can fly the ship.
I can fly it.
Okay, because we're kind of low on crew members right now.
Oh, I'll allow my security guards will be of will assist you as part of your crew. It's no problem. And the security guards are like, yep.
No objections. No objections if the price is right. A few conditions. Your weapons will be secured throughout the voyage. You'll be confined to quarters unless you are in a work detail. And no questions asked, as long as the price is right.
How about 50,000 credits?
I'll look at the other two. That could go a long way.
Yeah, and yeah, is there anywhere we can put this body so it doesn't rot, so we can maybe return him for the bounty at some point as well?
You could put him back into the cryo chamber if you want.
Okay, then the captain will be fine. She doesn't need it anymore.
She's being worked on right now. It seems to be like in stable hands.
Yeah, it's thrown back in the cryostasis.
Yep. Yeah, as long as the doc's okay with that, we will put him in there, and then
Yeah, the
keep him alive.
doctor ends up informing you that yeah, with what they're doing with the captain right now, she'll end up monitoring her in the in your little medical bay here on board the ship. So she says that's no problem. She should recover, I think. She's
How
like
do you
this
think about being our
technology.
diplomatic advisor?
Yeah, this technology here is like extremely foreign to me. It's nothing I've ever seen before.
Okay.
Spencer,
As
what
long
did
as
you say?
yeah.
I said, Adamus, how would you like to be our diplomatic advisor?
Well, I have a bit of training in diplomacy. I'm more than happy to fulfill that role.
Perfect. Cobb, what do you think about being my security detail?
Yep. Yeah, I'll leave the shooting things to me.
Excellent. And until the captain is in full recovery, I maintain that title until so.
Yeah, you'll be our XO, our second in command for now, and yeah, the captain, acting captain.
And the
So,
security
and Adamus will
guards
be your second.
hand over their weapons, no problem. And they're kind of whispering over to the Overton, and or it says, would I ask, could we hurry this up along a little bit? You start smelling flames, fire, smoke from the outside.
Let's get off this rock.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
So
And I head to the cockpit and I try and get us off this rock.
yeah, the medical personnel end up leaving quickly. Captain's stable in the room. Doors close. Start ascending up towards atmosphere. And in the meantime, you start getting broadcasts. Something about a riot occurring on the planet since the servers are shut down. And you see pictures of stuff going on fire. You see a lot of contingents of people, mad, angry, all that sort of stuff. And in the meantime, the ship goes sailing off into the distance.
Gentlemen, our job here is done.
Good job, everybody.
And there we go. So concludes the first adventure of the Nebuchadnezzar. And
Yes.
and just to let
Before we,
what's that?
sorry, before we enough or anything, just want to hold like a little memorial funeral for the members that didn't make it,
A little memorial,
those who were killed.
little candlelight vigil.
Yeah, space funeral. Space
In the
material.
center of the dining area, we'll just have everything
Oh,
posted.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. Little little hologram, visages of all the members that had died. This sounds very Serenity,
Have it on a tablet. We'll just have it on repeat.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I'll just add in there lest we forget. Like,
yeah. All these death scenes, yeah, over and over again. How nice, how quaint. But anyways, so concludes our first our first series. This was actually the first series that we've ever had as a traveler game, and which is
yeah, you bet.
which is
It
cool.
It was great. I had a lot of fun with this.
And so our what we'll end up doing is switching it up for next week, just to let everybody know who's still tuned in here. Next week we will be starting up with a different game system, starting with Cypher, and it'll be more or less just a kind of like a fantasy version of Cypher, and don't run away, because we're not going to play any more Traveler. We are going to continue playing Traveler. Our first little dose of Cypher System. We're just going to see how people like it, and if it goes well, then what we'll do is we'll end up possibly doing every second Monday as a secondary game. And we'll arrange for that and let you guys know further on what's happening. But I do know that there is a couple of other people, other YouTubers that may want to jump in a little bit later on as part of the crew for the next Traveler game. So
everyone is always invited to our sessions here.
Yeah,
everyone is always welcome.
So yeah, there'll be I obviously have my own Discord server, and that's usually where we arrange for all these games and make plans for what we're doing. And what I'll do is I'll put a link in there for my Discord server. If you feel like joining, pop on in. Of course, the link will only be active for a certain amount of time before it goes bleep. Other ways you can reach me is I will put my Discord ID in the description as well. So if you want to get a hold of me there, my Discord isn't like any kind of private thing or like for myself. Anybody can talk to me and message me. It's no problem. I have no qualms about that. So we'll also include that. But yeah, for next week, we're going to go with a Cypher System with 𝙏𝙍𝘼𝙑𝙀𝙇𝙀𝙍. And guys, I appreciate you guys participating in this one. Had a lot of fun with it.
Going up for next week.
A lot of going off my head on this one and writing down so many notes and stuff like that. And having a good time trying to keep my head on in the meantime with this entire situation. So
I'm actually excited for next week.
yeah, we got a pretty cool game starting up with the characters that we've got that we've concocted. So. And anybody that's interested in Cypher System, don't be dismayed by the thickness of those books. The rules for them are only a mere few pages. The rest of it is all ideas and character concepts. It's mostly all character based. So I would highly recommend people out there who's never tried Cypher to definitely pick it up. So you'll get to see
one
that.
Of them that's going to be trying it out. So
that'll be us trying this out for next week. In the meantime, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we've enjoyed having you enjoying our recording sessions here live. And so if you do feel like adding yourself on as part of the followers here, one of the Youtubians, go ahead and subscribe.
Sacrifice